Issues at Hand, WBS TV. Peter Kivazo, your host, with me, Mr. Moses Kasacha from Umeme. And we are talking integrity, we are talking the quality of service you get, we are talking the reliability of that service. Mr. Kasacha.
Yes, sir.
Run us through the other areas that you think integrity may fail, that our viewers should look out for very briefly.
One, just continue.
Just hold on.
Yeah.
And viewers, we are going to display our numbers on the set. You are able to call into the show and talk to us.
Just continue with the application bit for new connection. Make sure nobody asks you for a pay that does not go to Umeme. That one, report to Transparency International on the number I have just given you.
Feedback? Can I share my feedback?
Sure.
There is no surveyor from Umeme that inspects a property in this country and passes. There may be a few, but most of the surveyors that inspect properties in this country and pass them as having passed must have received a non-receipted payment. And it is a standard practice. You cannot pass because people don't have the certificates from certified electricians, yet they pass. People have wiring that is really wanting, they pass because your surveyors are paid. If you did perfect wiring and you did not pay your surveyors, you may try it. You still would not pay. You still would not get power.
Incidentally, that's partly why I'm here, to share these same experiences. This is what has happened before. A customer came in and said he did everything that he was instructed to do. And when a surveyor came in, he said it's not adequate. And we put it to test. We took there a different surveyor and we were able to compare notes. So the information I want to give to the clients out there, please don't give bribes. Report and you will be served, because Umeme stands for integrity.
Take us through the other areas.
The other areas, issues of delays of service.
Viewers, our numbers are going to be displayed on the set. Just call into the show.
In case services are being delayed, please let us know. If it's a problem that we are having a challenge with, we shall explain. But if it is a failure on our part, I'm here to ask you that please don't just grumble from outside there. Let us know, because we are asking you to join us to improve systems in Umeme. We need you to report to us. We need you to report. There are many other cases. We have so many imposters out there. They even put on our uniform, but they are purely imposters.
How do I know that this one is actually Umeme?
This is how you can tell, because they will come and start straight away to threaten to disconnect the power, and they will allege that you have been stealing power. And if you know you don't steal power, please consider that one an imposter. Run quickly to the nearest police or call us and we shall be at your service.
Can I give you another feedback?
Yes.
I know of a family that has power that was connected on, the prepaid system.
Yes.
They reported to Umeme that it looked like they had a failure in the system. They received those numbers, that the references. And over a period of about a month or so, they continued receiving power, but their money would not be logged onto the system. They reported a second time. The power still streamed in. And they said, we've reported once, twice, we have our references. When your people came, they disconnected them and gave them a form for suspected interference. And they said, but we reported once, twice. And instead they were threatened. And what they've been told, you either talk to these people that came to you, or we will charge you for.
I disagree, and Mr. Kivazo and listeners out there, some of the issues being given, I can't deny them. But that's why I'm here. That whenever you feel you are being cheated, please report. Report, and we shall rectify this. Because we need you to join us, to partner with us, to streamline systems in the company.
How do I check a meter and ensure that my meter is in perfect condition, especially the ones mounted on poles. I've seen them in Katwe. I think they are industrial meters
Yes.
and blah, blah, blah,
Yes.
and the prepaid.
Yes.
How do I ensure that that property that is there is safe?
One, if you suspect, everything comes with suspicion. It's like, how do I know that I'm sick? And besides, if you are sick, how do I know it's malaria and not something else? Then you need somebody to check. The moment you suspect that a meter is faulty, you let us know and we shall check that meter for you.
And I mean, for safety, if I'm in Katwe and there is a possibility that someone has tampered with it within those industrial zones, people that are doing maize meal and
Yes.
the others,
Yes.
and I'm not the one, but I'm saying it may have, and it's up there. Who is responsible for it when it's up there? Because it's not on my house.
At the end of the day, if a meter is tampered with, for example, let's assume it's tampered
Yes,
with, and it's your meter.
yes.
The question is, who is the beneficiary of the tamper? That's very, very key.
Naturally, the user.
So the user certainly will be responsible for taking care of the gap between what it should be and what it is, which is tampered.
Right, viewers, our lines are open. You can talk to Mr. Kasacha. Please have the opportunity. Someone was asking about certificates and saying, if I received that certificate and I'm connected, would Umeme take liability if we had a power problem and my house is burned?
If you received this forged certificate, you use
No,
yeah.
I mean, I received the certificate because between you and I, if I have the certificate, it says I have been certified. You do not know whether it was forged or not. There is a certificate.
What we need to do here is to help our listeners to ensure they don't just buy off certificates off the street or along the way between their homes and Umeme offices. Make sure the certificate has been given by a genuine wireman to protect your property. But there is a question, if I do that and my house gets burnt. If you do that and you yourself, you know you bought off the certificate between your home and Umeme office, certainly you'll be responsible.
I mean, take it to the other level.
Yeah.
I didn't buy it. I got certified. Your surveyors checked.
And confirmed that
Yes, because naturally everyone that receives power, the assumption is that you have certified. Whether you've checked or not, we assume you've checked because you send your surveyor to do the inspection. And the surveyor gives me the thumbs up and says you can go on and receive power. That means you have approved.
there are a few other things the surveyor may not see. For example, when you wire the house, the wires are deep inside the walls already. It may not be the problem of the certified wireman. It might be the materials that you used. So an investigation will be conducted to find out what could have been the cause of this. And depending on who is responsible, then that one will take the obligation.
Does Umeme ever take liabilities for circumstances where we have issues with power?
Yes, Umeme does take responsibility and liability. Yes.
What are the circumstances? Because I know that there are certain power surges that have cost us household equipment. Various times you have a power surge, it goes up and down. People have now standby people in their houses to say, the moment the power goes, everyone run to the next socket and unplug everything. Because it's so usual that with the next power surge, if it is not the bulbs that are blowing, it's going to be your fridge, it's going to be the cooker in the house, it's going to be the TV, and I know the guys at the corner, the technicians at the corner are praying for that surge so that you keep trooping to them.
One, let's again emphasize, first thing, let people do what is right. Let people do what is right. The second thing is, first, doing what's right is not only using a certified person, it's also buying the right materials, the right cables. Because those, we have so many on the market, that can also cause a problem. But let's assume all that is fine. Umeme, having known how dangerous the product is, we always put in place mechanisms to ensure that should there be a surge, power trip, power goes off automatically. What is again causing these imbalances in power? Again, it's not Umeme. It is people who go and hook themselves onto a place where we have put, for example, a transformer enough to serve only a number of capacities or a number of people. But then you get these other people coming, especially at night. Like
if I'll have those numbers displayed so that viewers can call in. Yes.
Especially at night. They come in and hook themselves on power. Recently, we had an incident here. I may not mention the case because it's under investigation here in Ntinda, where somebody was actually a very big commercial building where they were actually hooked to power without coming to us to register for it. Now, when they discovered our people are coming, they started pulling their cables to disconnect themselves such that we don't get to see. In the process, you could see sparks. Now, that way, surely it would be unfair to say Umeme is responsible.
You see, Mr. Kasacha,
yes,
in my house, I have not connected illegally. I have been certified. No, I'm giving an example of anyone.
yes.
I have not connected illegally. I've been certified by Umeme. I have this product. I am paying for it.
And
right?
in your neighborhood,
And I don't know what happens beyond my walls. So there is a power surge, or power comes on and off at a certain time, and when it returns, it blows up things in the house. Because in a flick of a minute, it goes off, and before you get to the switches and the sockets, it's back. And when it returns, you lose property. Now, Mr. Kasacha is saying, then I am responsible because in the neighborhood there is someone that has connected on their system that we pay them to ensure is perfectly watched. Because the reason I pay you is to supply me with reliable power, is to supply me with safe power, is for you to ensure that your systems deliver safely to my house. You're telling me, unfortunately, you have people that plug on your systems illegally that I should pay for by ruining my stuff in my house. Is that fair?
I'm not saying that's your responsibility. I'm saying we need to carry out an investigation and establish where the problem was. The moment we discover that and confirm it's not your side, then we may take the responsibility.
So, I mean, how do you get to pay? Because if there is this trip over, okay, I'll try and take this call. Hello? Hello? Okay, please, viewers, as you're calling into the show, turn down the volume of your set so that we are able to communicate. Yes, hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, good evening.
Yes, this is Mayanja.
Yes, Mayanja.
Yeah, I want to know when I want to connect on the phone. Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, if I want to connect on the pole, just connecting the solid though. But I find the pole there. Must I pay the person who brought the pole, or it's already taken care of by women?
Thank you. Mr. Kasacha should be able to answer you. Okay. Yes. You quickly respond.
You don't pay for that pole if it's already there.
What about replacement?
Replacement is also done by us, by Umeme.
Hello? Hello? Sorry, we lost that one. Gonzaga says, Chivazo, can the gentleman take us back through the process of connection to houses? After I have been connected and I have paid the 41,000 and I have not been connected in the 48 hours, they say, where should I report? And then I'll take this one as well. Hello?
Yes, am I calling WBS?
Sure, you're calling live on Issues at Hand.
Yeah, can I speak to the studio?
You're right on air.
Yes. Yes, hi. Hi, Chivazo.
Hi.
Yeah, I've got a quick question for you. I would like to thank you for your intellect and knowledge about issues.
Thank you.
Secondly, I would like to have a comment. If Mr. Kasacha is a director of integrity in Umeme, and he has gaps in his knowledge and understanding what's going on in Umeme, I really pity those who have invested in Umeme, I mean my government, and the individuals who are investing in Umeme.
Can you please identify the specific area gaps that you're talking about?
Probably everybody has had gaps in his knowledge and.
Okay. The gentleman thinks that there are knowledge gaps or deliberate areas that you choose not to address. Unfortunately, he doesn't say which ones. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, good evening.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you? Your name, question or comment?
Is it WBS? There is a program which I wanted to ask you.
Yes, you're live on Issues at Hand, WBS. Please go ahead.
Now, my question is...
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, I'm asking now, given the fact that you are already on the prepaid system,
Yes.
and you happen to find that these guys of Umeme, they keep on coming around asking for receipts which you are buying on power, and at the same time, they tell you that you see these receipts are not okay, when in the real sense you are getting these tariffs from the certified Umeme suppliers. What is all about and what they want? Because now we find the disturb us for nothing. And
Okay.
even if what are they trying to look for, and why should they get our receipts which we have been paid for already our prepaid power?
All right. That is if you even have a receipt anyway, because some of us may pay
Mobile money.
mobile money. Okay. I love the concerns coming in. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, good evening. Your name, question or comment?
Yes. How are you, Mr. Peter?
I'm very fine. How are you?
I'm just fine. Hello?
Yes.
This is Simon from Mbale.
Sorry, Simon. Viewers, when you're calling into the show, do not wait to hear the feedback on your phone because there'll be a slight delay. We'll take a break. When we return from the break, Mr. Kasacha will address your issues and concerns, and we're talking integrity and Umeme. They're making a commitment to you to be that product, to give you integrity, and please raise your concerns so that he can hear them, so that he can have feedback for those he has feedback for. Others, he will be able to take note and feedback to the organization. Don't go away.